So, I find it impossible to do, to snap my fingers with my both hands differently, in a different beat. I can only snap my fingers from both hands at the same beat. I'm not sure if I'm making sense. The beats I make with my one hand, I cannot make a different beat with another hand. I can only keep the same beats on both hands. I think that, that's a part of multitasking in a way. I guess I just have problems with multitasking. I can only focus on one task at a given time. So now, why am I talking about this? I don't know. I'm just talking about it. But if there's a way to, I guess, be able to learn multitasking, I want to be able to, multitask, do different tasks at a single time. Because efficiency, productivity, whatever. But I wonder what happens to the brain, when I'm having problems multitasking. How does the brain work, man? The brain is. Someone says something like, I don't know, someone from the past. He said, I guess the greatest. He said something like, the universe we should be concerned with is the one in our minds or in our bodies. Not space, not out of space, but yeah, the human body, man, is full of amazing things like the brain and stuff. So many connections on the brain. How does the brain work? Emotions and stuff like that. I mean, sure, we've figured out a couple of things, how the brain works, but I believe we've only just scratched the surface. There's still a lot more to be discovered. Like what stimulates certain emotions? How can we trick ourselves into feeling in different ways? How to, basically how to control our minds. Interesting. Is it even possible, though? To have the ability to control our minds. I know we can, at a basic, simple level, but talking like at a deep level, bruv. Like, if you decide to focus, you focus. You have razor sharp focus. If you decide to do something, you do it to the fullest. If just be in control of your mind. Now, I'm not sure about this thing, they say about, we only use 10% of our brain capacity. I don't know, man. If that's true, then cool, you just wonder how much power you will have, if you are able to use 100% of your brain. But yeah, some people say, we use 100% of our brain capacity. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting, the theories that they come up with, if we can use 50%, 100% of our brain capacity, we will unlock so much, we unlock some kind of power. Some kind of power. But, telekinesis, reading minds, boom, boom, the power of flight, you name it, man. You'll become not Superman. Superman is, his powers are limited, but if you've watched the movie Lucy, you know, you know what I'm talking about. That's the kind of power you will be able to unlock with certain degrees or certain percentages of your brain capacity. Interesting, it's interesting, really. But yeah, what do you think? Are we using only like a couple percentage of our brain capacity, or we are using our brains to the fullest capacity? This is really. But yeah, I don't think we're using 100% of our brains. I mean, if we, yeah, I don't think we are, because if there's such things, if things such as temptations, desires affect our minds, our focus, if we cannot control these things, emotions and stuff like that, then that's that's the easiest way to, that's the easiest proof I have that we are not using our brains to the fullest capacity, to its fullest potential. And that goes for, also like the finger snapping thing, multitasking basically. So yeah, it's interesting. You know. Mm. It's an interesting topic, man. It's an interesting topic. Kind of like, some other people or scientists, I guess, say our our sensory abilities have dulled, over time. We can hear less compared to, we can, our hearing frequencies are less than they were. Our sense of smell, sense of sight, I guess. Everything, our senses have dulled over time, so, and they keep dulling too. Dulling, is that a word? They keep decreasing? I don't know, man. We keep, it makes sense because as technology keeps advancing and stuff, we rely more on new technologies, rather than relying on ourselves, our natural tools, the things we have intrinsically, I guess, senses and stuff like that. Kind of like research, man. If you, a long time ago, I don't know how long ago, but when you had to do research, you know, get information about something, you actually had to go out there, like for example, getting information about animals. You had to be a zoologist. Yeah, those people who scout animals like that. You actually had to go to the jungle, bruv, you know, and do some research, you know, directly. And now technology is advanced, you know, we can just go to the library and it's even more advanced. We could just pull out our phones and just type a bunch of words on Google or our browsers, you know, and information will be available to you, you know. It's available to us, man. You know, without any effort. We just have to use our hands, fingers, type a bunch of words and boom, information. All the information you need is right there. So yeah, man, you know, advancements in technologies are, you know, they're interesting, you know, they're amazing, cool stuff. The cool stuff we've been able to achieve so far, it's cool, amazing, but it's also destroying us at the same time. So and it's kind of like what I talked about. One of my videos, I'm not sure which one, but you know, I think humans are inclined to danger. You know, humans are inclined to, you know, destroying themselves. We are, you know, Smith from The Matrix, the movie called The Matrix, he said that humans are a virus. I think that's true. It's true because, you know, we bring our own dangers, the things that are dangerous to us, we bring to ourselves. I mean, nowadays we talk about AI and how in the future it's going to, you know, turn into Skynet, you know, destroy the whole planet, you know, how dangerous AI is. And AI is what it's in artificial technology. We created it. So you know, we created cars, vehicles, you know, cars go at high speeds, man. One mistake and you're done. You're done. So, you know, humans love dangerous stuff. Humans are inclined to danger, man. We like danger. We love it. You know, it's crazy. Anything we do, man, our everyday lives, man, there's danger all around us, bro. Stove is dangerous. Light, you know, electricity, what, water, anything, bruv. Like humans are fragile, man. Humans are fragile, bruv. Fragile. They're fragile. But yeah, we talk about safe, but really, there's no such thing as safe, you know, for us because we encounter dangers every single day of our lives. So it's interesting. It's interesting. Scary but interesting. So I guess we're just, you know, we are lucky to be alive. We are lucky to have the opportunity to live for as long as we do because danger is all around us. Really, it's all around us. And it's all because of our own doing, humans. But anyways, man, I'll talk to you tomorrow. You know, I was just sharing my thoughts. You know, the fascinations of, you know, the human brain, how much of it we haven't unlocked, how much potential our brains have. It's interesting. Maybe I should become a neurologist. Is it? Neurologist. Yeah, someone who studies the brain, man. Anyways, talk to you tomorrow. Peace.